this is in part, you're a working stiff, right? This is a practical effort. Your mother has Alzheimer's.
Yes.
And you've decided that in order to help pay her medical bills, you need to create a new production, bring this back.
Yeah, she used to think I was going to hell for wearing that wig, and now it's paying for her rent.
Yeah.
And it's funny how it
Everything comes back around, right?
It comes back around.
Yeah.
And oddly, Mom was a very proactive, strong, powerful artist, teacher. My dad was a general. She was meeting the Queen and Queen Elizabeth and Reagan and Pope John Paul. And she was a very dynamic person, very Catholic. And the drag part scared her. The
Didn't
queer
exactly
part.
work for her, right?
No, she saw that it was good for people. It actually brought good things into the world, but it wasn't her taste. And so she was like, you should become a priest. That's the place for you. And I'm like,
Yeah, no.
No.
Right.
But in a weird way, I have become a kind of pastor, in a weird, kind of theatrical way, because theater became my church. I was very religious as a kid, and the parts of Catholicism that I like, I brought into my work. And I like all the theatricality.
All the zags.
Yeah, so now, both my parents had Alzheimer's, and maybe that's going to happen to me. I can't remember if it will.
But you're a good son. I think at the end of the day, this is what it's about. And so the decision to bring this back out
was for Mom.
Was for your mom.
And now she loves the wig, and she loves how I look. And Hedwig is helping with her care, and fans have stepped up to make merchandise for her, and it's been a beautiful experience.
Well, you've also been pretty honest and open about the situation that you find yourself in, that she finds herself in, and people
There's
respond.
Nothing shameful about it. We're in America. They don't always take care of their own in terms of institutions.
Well, you have a tribe.
Yeah.
And your tribe has risen up, which is great. So you mentioned Stephen Trask. I'm really interested in the history of all of this.
Yeah.
So we're going to come to him. We're going to come to it. You continue to essentially be associated, work together, right? I mean, the work that you're doing, this new project, the stage show.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be part of it when we go to certain cities.
Right. He still has a role and still has claim ownership over some of the creative output here.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
In fact, it's finding its way. The show Riverdale is going to be. The characters are going to be doing Hedwig in their high school.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It lives on. So talk about the new stage show, and then I want to go back to the original Hedwig. But talk about the new show.
The new show is really more of a kind of a concert confessional. I thought, how can I, get into the character and make money for Mom and still make something that I'm proud of. Right. So it's really about the
old and new. Right? It's old, but it's also a new thing.
Yeah, it's about the creation of Hedwig. So we get into Stephen and I meeting on an airplane, me being obsessed with this myth from Plato's Symposium.
Which are both true things, right? This is you and Stephen did meet on an airplane. Yeah,
we were both ignoring the in-flight movie, which was When Harry Met Sally.
And this was in 89. So that was long enough ago that there were still one in-flight movie.
You could barely see it.
Right.
But we were, I was like, I don't need to see this. And he put a biography of German queer filmmaker Fassbinder on the seat between us as an icebreaker, which has never happened.
Right, and the rest was history, right?
The rest was herstory.
Yeah.